Coronavirus is the biggest threat this country has faced.
Yo, what is up, Dominators? It's your boy Dominic Neubau and welcome back to the channel. 2020 was a strange year, man. Like, honestly, I struggled a bit when I was trying to sum up everything that happened this year. Cause this year has gone by quick, but at the same time, it also has been quite slow. I feel like that's cause not much has happened, but at the same time, a lot of stuff did happen. I don't know, you probably know what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's do this thing. At the start of the year, I only have one goal. Roll the clip. For this year, my only New Year's resolution is to live 2020 to its fullest potential and to do a bunch of crazy and entertaining stuff. Yeah, I mean, in a way, I still achieved that goal, just not to the extent I was planning for. Like in April, I was supposed to go skydiving in Dubai. I couldn't go to Istanbul, visit my dad and my friends. Yeah, a lot of plans like that were cancelled, but I still managed to make the best out of the situation. We started off the year strong. In February, I decided to spice up my content and went the David Dobrik route and surprised my angelic mom with a brand new Nissan Juke, which also happens to be our dream car. You really love this car, don't you?
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
It's my dream car.
why don't you sit in it, Mom? Speaking of which, that video aired on national US television. What?
Dominic Neubauer, he happens to be really fun. And obviously she knows he's doing these YouTube videos now, so she pretty much thinks this is a prank.
Even speaking of it, it's giving me goosebumps. Like I'm just a 20-year-old kid and a video that I made got featured on a TV show. Life is crazy. Anyways, I really love this car, so I thought spending 24 hours inside it would be a good idea. And boy, was I wrong. I had to pee in a bottle, there was no room for activity, and at one point I lost my mind and started talking to myself. Would you punch your best friend for $1 million? I'm sorry, but I will knock you the fuck out. I cannot describe how much my butt was hurting after all that sitting. Everything was going great, and then the coronavirus made its debut. As you may know, there was a worldwide lockdown. All the borders were closed, you couldn't go outside, people were getting sick left, right and center. But most importantly, the toilet paper went extinct. If you look on the bright side, we are a part of history now. Like everyone's gonna know the year 2020. All jokes aside, the situation was serious, and honestly, I am lucky and blessed because for some people, this year was literally like hell. However, at one point, even my mom and I started suspecting each other, so I came up with the brilliant idea to quarantine her. Sorry, Mom. YouTube-wise, I struggled a bit. I had so many cool video ideas planned out with my friends. However, because of the quarantine, we had to cancel all of them. I still managed to put out some bangers though. Bam! Talked about how the coronavirus affected Tum. Tum videos always do well. Bam! Talked about the most binge-watchable TV shows and definitely secured a job at Netflix. Bam! Did my first ever giveaway. You guys have been supporting me from the start. I mean, growing a YouTube channel, especially nowadays, is extremely hard and you guys are making it possible. We truly are like a family, so I wanted to give back. Speaking of family, we lost a member and I'm talking about my pet bird, Jellybean. This is where we buried her body. I still miss her. Sometimes I hear sounds in the house and for some reason I still think it's her. Like I never thought that I would love something so small so much. Rest in peace, Jellybean. We love you. Anyways, enough of the sentimental stuff. Since my original A Day in the Life of a College Student at Tum video, goddamn, that's such a long name. Anyway, since it did so well, I decided to recreate it with our current online education system, and the video turned out pretty decent. I took you guys with me on a busy day full with classes, tutors, and coding. And honestly, this semester is way worse. Almost every day I got classes from 8 AM till 6 PM, and after that I have to study even more, learn 4 new coding languages, film videos, and then edit them. The grind is real. Speaking of grinding, one of my favorite videos of last year is where I went on Tinder with my friend, and this year I decided to recreate it, but I put my own twist to it. You have probably heard of the British YouTuber KSI. Fun fact, he is one of the first YouTubers I've been watching, and I remember promising to myself in 9th grade, one day I'm going to put his name on a video title, and I did that. I used the lyrics of his Houdini song to pick up girls on Tinder, and the video turned out amazing. I still can't believe it worked. Check it out.
She on me.
Check.
Booty.
Check.
Wet.
Check. Oh, so you made out with a girl before? I'm gonna leave that up to your imagination. Ladies don't kiss and tell. That video will always hold a special place in my heart, and the same thing goes for my Simon Learn 24 Skills in 24 Hours Challenge video. Who knows, maybe one day I'll even film a video with the Simon. One shall dream big. Now that I'm thinking about it, this year I filmed a lot of videos with my mom, and one of them is testing viral TikTok challenges with her. Filming that video was so much fun. We sprayed Coke on each other, put condoms on our heads, cracked some eggs. We had such a good time, and I'm gonna get real for a second. You guys wanna know why I do YouTube? Yes, I like editing and creating content, but the real reason is that it pushes me to do stuff that I normally wouldn't do, and it makes me create the best memories I have with my family and my friends. If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have done a 24-hour overnight challenge at my university with my friends, or I wouldn't have done crazy stuff like these. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to make it a tradition to jump into the water from here every year. Anyways, one thing I missed the most this year was traveling. I love traveling and experiencing new culture. Yeah, we went on a trip in March where we went to the border of Austria to a lost city in the middle of a lake surrounded by mountains. It was a nice trip, but shout out to my mom because she's the one who came up with the whole road trip idea, and I wouldn't be lying when I say that it turned out to be one of the best vacations of my life. I went wakeboarding for the first time. I went paddleboarding with sharks. Whoop. How was that? Okay, yeah, that was edited, but a lot of people thought it was real. It was still dope though. I went rafting for the first time, and we did a bunch of other stuff that I will never forget. Now, it wouldn't be a true Dominik Neubauer year in review video if I didn't talk about the lessons I've learned, would it? I would say the most important lesson I've learned is don't take anything for granted. We all saw how much just a virus can change our lives. You have one life, just the one. Don't waste it. Do everything you want and don't postpone anything because you might never find the chance again. Do you want to go skydiving? Jump off that plane. Do you want to date a girl for a week and move on to someone new? Do it. You don't like your job? Switch to something new that will make you more happy. No one should have a say in how you want to live your life. Another valuable lesson is we all need to learn how to spend quality time with ourselves. This pandemic has highlighted the importance of social interaction. We all kinda had to take a step back from our hectic everyday lifestyle. We distanced ourselves from our family and our friends, and the only company we had was ourselves. What kept me going was filming videos. You just have to find what makes you tick. Try out new hobbies like playing a new instrument or go out for walks in the nature. Try meditating, learn how to box, read personal development books or something else. Cause you can never find out what you're passionate about until you try it. And don't forget, sometimes all it takes for us to recharge and deal with the stress and negative emotions is solitude. This pandemic also taught me to be grateful for the things I have. With so many people getting infected and losing the people they love, I am grateful for my health and the fact that I have my family and my friends with me. With so many people losing their jobs, I am grateful for the roof I have over my head and the food I have in my fridge. Things can always get worse, but all we need to do is look at everything on the bright side. Because no matter what, things will always get better. This year was by far my weirdest year yet, but you know what, I'm gonna say it again. This was the best year of my life, and I don't want to jinx it, but 2021 is going to be even better. A little secret, I got some bangers on the way. This has been your boy Dominik Neubauer. I wish you all a great year. Don't forget to make the best out of it. See ya!